Men's Javelin, this is Nick Batty on the runway, currently in 6th place.
Hasn't been over the 80-metre mark at the moment. Looking to get that over the barrier, and Batty just struggling a little bit today.
Well, he knows the winds here, he knows the ground here. He actually works at the Sydney International Athletic Centre. So thank you to the boss to give him time off to be out here in the Javelin competition today.
He's got their hands on the hip at the moment. It's a very, very tough field, the men's javelin at the moment. Andrew Currey, the Atlanta Olympian, is there and the hot favourite for this event with a personal best of 84.92. That appears to be Diggory Brooke on screen at the moment. He's got a personal best of 74.56, so he's certainly up there and good enough to bother Andrew Currey.
Good conditions for the javelin throwers today. The men like to throw into, with the wind. The women will probably see them come from the other direction later in the day. They like to throw into the wind. The centre of gravity in the men's javelin different to the women's. So these boys like to have the big breeze. 3rd
place at the moment. He has a nice tail breeze. Diggory Brooke lets it go, looking to get over the 70-metre mark. He does. It's around 73 metres. Below his personal best, Diggory Brooke.
Just let the head of the javelin get away a little bit there on release. He knew it. So, not a personal best for Brooke, but a good way to get into this men's javelin competition for him. So the action there's Batty, 72.60. That was his throw just a little bit earlier. He's currently in 3rd place. From the 100-metre results to the men's javelin, Terry Kennedy.
Andrew Currey on the runway, round 2. He started off with 2 victories so far in the domestic season. In the Atlanta Olympics, Currey likes to throw with a breeze at his back, gives it the big holler, and gets it out over the yellow line, short of his Australian national record. Uses full use of the runway here. Currey, the hot favourite, looking for victory number 3 from 3 outings, and you can see by the clap of the hands, he's pretty happy about that, working on the technique. Andrew Currey, 2nd round, over the 80-metre mark, 80.24. Good throw by Currey. Now,
so from Gavin Lovegrove on the runway in the men's javelin, he fouled his 1st round throw, so he's under a little bit of pressure. Oh, here's Gavin Lovegrove, the New Zealander.
3-time Commonwealth Games gold medalist Gavin Lovegrove, round 4 throw. Good breeze assisting the javelin throwers. That is out there. Good throw, over 70 metres. Around the 74 mark, and this man provides great competition for Andrew Currey. He's ranked about number 4 in the world, 74.44. Currently in 2nd place, Gavin Lovegrove. A great battle with Currey going on in the javelin.
Well, he's a great performer. Gavin Lovegrove will give Andrew Currey every bit of competition that he needs here today. From the Victorian Institute of Sport, he's in 3rd. You can see it there, he needs 80.80.
77.34, his personal best. He's close to that mark. It's a very stiff competition though, Dave Colbert, isn't it? Lovegrove, Currey, Hatcher.
Adrian Hatcher's actually from Ballarat as well, and he's made the move up.
But everyone comes from Ballarat.
That's true. And he's made the move up. He's training with Andrew Currey, and gee, it's certainly paying results. It's a great throw.
78.34, that's a personal best for Adrian Hatcher, so he's in great form here at the Sydney Athletic Field. That's a good breeze following these javelin throwers, but he'll take that personal best up over 78 metres. There's Andrew Currey in the background. Of course, what a combination he's formed at the moment with Louise McPaul.
Yeah, boyfriend and girlfriend, training down in Wollongong with Peter Taylor, and also now, as Mona mentioned, Adrian Hatcher. Hatch was actually just calling for that one to be marked because it will be a Victorian country record for him.
So Andrew
taking
Currey.
Steve Monaghetti's Victorian country record.
Yeah, just slightly ahead of my throw. I almost get it past the runway, but I think he's slightly eclipsed that.
Andrew Currey normally enjoys throwing at Perry Lakes in Perth because they get that big Fremantle doctor that comes in behind them, but today he's enjoying throwing at the Sydney Athletic Field. of the Olympic Stadium and trying to warm up. He's already thrown 83-88 this season and 82-30. So they are very, very competitive throws. In fact, they gave him victories in both the domestic Grand Prix seasons. And Andrew Currey went to the Atlanta Olympics, was a little bit disappointing, looking for a big one. Good throw by Currey, not quite as big as he would have liked, and nowhere near the 80-metre mark.
Before that, he was changed by, coached by Peter Taylor. Of course, I mean Peter Lawler. Sorry, Peter, you'll be upset with me for that one.
He's an Australian cricket selector at the moment, is Peter Taylor, but Andrew Currey.
He's also a throws coach from New South Wales, so... But as Peter Lawler, here's Andrew Currey, the 25-year-old, known as cousin to his mates in the Australian team. Big, strong boy.
He's in front, and he wants to stay that way. He's already thrown over 80 metres. That one is short of the 80-metre mark. But he might just hang on here. We're into the final round.
Perhaps just a little bit too high on the release that time for Currey. And in fact, a foul just went over the white line with the hand. So throws the back brace down in disgust.
Thrown over 87 metres in Europe during their season. Now Gavin Lovegrove, the New Zealand champion, in third place, has to beat 80 metres. Just looks to be under that mark at the moment. Lovegrove, third position. Currey is the current leader. Hatcher also going well.
He's been a great performer for a long time. Third in the World Junior Championships, the first edition of that back in 1986. And he is the winner today. On that last throw, 81-28, just sneaking in front of Andrew Currey, 80 metres 80, and Adrian Hatcher ahead of the other New Zealander, Diggory Brooke. So for Lovegrove, that last throw taking him to the lead in the men's javelin.
Men's shot put.